Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome to the channel, or welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're going to be talking about if Albuquerque has some neighborhoods for some young professionals. So let's get right into it. Yo, what's going on, guys? My name is Eli. If this is your first time tuning into the Living in Albuquerque channel, do me a huge favor and hit that subscribe and notification bell down at the bottom, because I am bringing videos to you guys every week talking about what our beautiful city of Albuquerque has to offer. Now, aside from doing these great videos and hanging out in the city, I am also a local real estate agent, and as much as I love doing these videos, I would also love to help you out with your real estate needs. So that number popping up on the screen here is my direct line. So if there's anything that I can help you out, I'd love for you to reach out. I talk about it a lot, Albuquerque being a city full of chill people, retirees, and that kind of stuff. But what about the young people like me that are ambitious, progressive, and they want to move here? Are there some good neighborhoods for them? We're going to be talking about that. Let's go. Okay, so number one up on the list is going to be a very trendy, very vibrant area, and that's the Nob Hill area. Look, this area is very close to the university, so there is going to be a ton of amenities and a ton of different restaurants and things that kind of cater to that crowd, right? If you're looking for a place or a good bite to eat late at night, this is going to be where you're going to find yourself at, because they have Frontier and they also have Sawjo's down there and a couple other small mom and pop shops, some breweries and that kind of thing that stay open late, that kind of cater to that crowd. So if you're up late night, if you're a college student or a young professional who's living in that area, you can always find yourself something good to eat. Now, if you're not kind of like the restaurant goer or the bar goer, they also have a good grocery store there. It's more on the local side, so you can always get some good local foods to eat there. Now, aside from eating good, like I always like to talk about, right, because food is my favorite subject, they also have a ton of shopping there, small mom and pop boutique shops, and they also got some thrift stores. I personally like the Buffalo Exchange down there. I was a heavy shopper of that place back in high school. And, you know, they have, good selection of some good clothes, some good shoes, or whatever else that you can find down there. Some other knickknacks, comic book stores and stuff like that. So if living in Nob Hill is going to be an area that you're looking into, these are some things you're going to want to look out for. Okay, so close to Nob Hill is the downtown area. Now, downtown in the past couple of years has gone through some revitalization. A ton of money has been put into some buildings to create condos, loft areas, and some good places to go and, live. Now, aside from living and housing and all that, this is kind of like the mecca of the nightlife in Albuquerque. So for a young professional that kind of, likes to work hard, play hard kind of thing, this is where you'll find yourself if you are working in some of those federal buildings, some of those tech buildings that they have down there. And they also have good restaurants. They have the food hall down there. They have a cafe and some other little places. My personal favorite is going to be the Noodle Bar. Me and my family have kind of been into that the past couple of weeks, and oh my God, the udon noodle, you got to try it when you come down here. Aside from some good eats and all that good stuff down there, this area has, one of the three venues that houses most of our entertainment. They have small bars that host some concerts, some local shows and all that stuff. So if you're into local shows and that kind of thing, there's a ton of those bars down there that house them, and they're usually kind of hosting something every weekend. But if you're looking for like a bigger artist that's coming into town, more than likely they're going to be performing down at the Sunshine Theater or at the El Rey Theater. And they also have the Chemo Theater, which sometimes they host comedy shows, smaller kind of like concerts and plays. Those are fun to go to right now. I think they're casting the Hamilton play right now. I got a buddy that just recently went there to check it out, and he said it was super cool. So to kind of look out for those things. Now, aside from that kind of entertainment, they also like to close down the streets from time to time and do the ABQ art walks on Fridays, especially now that it's getting warmer. And they will also host Summerfest, which they completely close downtown, and vendors are set up everywhere, food trucks, music, all that kind of good stuff. So be on the lookout for that event as well. Now, aside from the events, the housing situation down there, I kind of touched on it a little bit, is kind of like that mixed use, that loft condo style. And on kind of like the border of downtown, there's still a lot of older homes. They got like Southwestern style homes, Victorian homes, It's cool how they kind of mixed use these areas, and a lot of these places people are actually living in them. And they also have some newer apartment complexes down there that you might want to think about looking into. If there's any questions on that, please just feel free to reach out. Okay, now totally switching gears here. You know, we're not going to be talking about hustle and bustle, that kind of deal anymore. If you're a young professional that kind of likes to put that stuff aside and you're more of a chill, kind of lax vibe, the North Valley is going to be an area that you want to think about. It is still pretty centrally located, so you're pretty much 15 to 20 minutes away from any kind of grocery shopping, any kind of entertainment. They also have tons of parks. It's really close to the Bosque and the Rio Grande, so if you just like to take a walk out in nature, you just kind of want to get away from the hustle and bustle, this is going to be an area that you want to think about because it's pretty much in your backyard, right? And it's one of the older places in town, so you are going to see, you know, these homes with these bigger lots because most of these lots were owned by generations of families, farms, and all that kind of deal. You might even find yourself when you're crossing along the Bosque Trail, some horses and stuff like that. So be on the lookout. It's very close to Los Ranchos, which has all kinds of different farmers markets, different kinds of events always are happening down there. And if you like to eat, they also have some local restaurants that are kind of tucked in down there. They have the Satellite Cafe down there that's next to a bookstore and some other little shops. It's really nice. It's close to the Dietz Farms. It's really hard to miss. It'll be, you know, if you're going down Rio Grande, if you're pretty familiar with that area, and if you're not, I highly recommend it because they also have Los Poblanos and the winery down there. And that drive is just very scenic, very beautiful. You kind of forget that you're actually in the city. So I highly recommend that you take a stroll, get to know that area, look at the lavender farms and all the open fields, and you'll just be in awe. All right, so we're going to be touching on Uptown just a little bit here. So Uptown is more of an upscale area with tons of shopping. They do have some mixed use and residential areas up there. So living situations aren't going to be super complex. If you want to live in a house, you can. If you want to live in a condo or a high-rise apartment, you also can do that as well. They got some lofts and all that kind of deal. But you guys got to forgive me because it is home to one of the three biggest shopping centers here in the city. You got the Windrock Mall, which has like Nordstrom Rack, the Ulta Beauty, and the TJ Maxx, I believe. And they also down the street have Uptown, which is more of an upscale kind of shopping. They have the Apple Store there, North Face, and Michael Kors, those kinds of deals, which around that perimeter, they also have a ton of different restaurants. They used to have the Elephant Bar, just recently closed down. So I wonder what they're going to put there. Comment down if you're here from Albuquerque and you know what they're going to put down there in the old Elephant Bar. But they also have like a California pizza kitchen. So if you like enjoying some pizza outside, this is a place that you're going to want to go and check out. Now down the street from that, more shopping, right? Oh, right next to that, plug it in, is a Target. I know all you Target lovers are going to love this area. So this might be something for you. But touching back on down the street is the Coronado Mall. The Coronado Mall has a ton of different shoppings. They have like all the kind of like the bigger box stores like the Foot Locker, the Champs, the Victoria's Secret, and they also have like the Cheesecake Factory, Boot Barn, and the new kind of favorite of mine is the Fogo de Chao. Very nice, very upscale. You're not going to have to feel like you're at a place if you're dressed like this because, again, Albuquerque got that super chill vibe. We're very welcoming. And, you know, there is going to be those upscale dressed people. So don't feel bad if you go looking like me, just chill vibe. You know, people are going to accept you. They're going to treat you well. So if this is a place that you're thinking of, you like to spend a ton of money, this might be a place for you because they also have good entertainment. The Dave & Buster's is up there. And they also have Round One, which is kind of like a bowling alley and a Chuck E. Cheese for big kids. Super fun, super cool area. Come down and check it out. All right, guys, young professionals, ton of different things to do, whether you like to go shop, you like that kind of rustic living, you like to have walkable areas, or you just kind of want to be in the mix of everything, or you just want to chill, right? You just want to chill out. All these places are going to be something you want to think about. If you want to spend some time in the North Valley, you like to be kind of outdoor in nature, you like your space from people, this is a place for you. Uptown, Nob Hill and downtown are pretty much close to each other. The university kind of just connects everything there, so this is going to be a place for, you know, work hard, play hard kind of people. And if you just kind of want to spend your money, you like the shopping therapy kind of thing, Uptown's gonna be an area that you want to think about. But aside from doing these great videos, talking about all this fun stuff, again, that number popping up on the screen is my direct line. So if there's anything that I can do for you, I would also love to help you out with your real estate needs. So feel free to reach out. But I'm gonna have to end it here, guys. And this is Eli signing out for another video. Peace.